Innervibe Show on S-Ence Radio. This is Yas Alexander. Said so.
Good evening once again on the Innervibe Show on S-Ence Radio on Wednesday, the 16th of January 2013, on a very chilly night here in Leicester.
2013.
Anyway, we had this one before, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, 2013. Is that
Yeah,
better?
that's
okay.
better.
Okay. So how you been today, Muslim Blue?
Cold. Yourself?
Cold. Very cold.
Yeah, they
Very
say it's
cold.
going to be like -9 tonight.
-9.
Yeah. And then we've got highs of -2.
Woo! Whoopie doos! Can't wait.
Yeah.
Not. Gosh. Yes, we have Abdoulie Bittaye on the show tonight.
Abdoulie Voyage.
Okay. What you put on your Facebook? Yeah.
Yeah, that was autocorrect, sorry.
Yeah. Them Android phones, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Dear. Anyway, we got Abdoulie Bittaye. He'll be joining us in the next 10-15 minutes or so. He'll be discussing love and forgiveness and gratitude to the higher consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
This will cover vibrational impacts on our spiritual growth and freedom, and how we connect to our higher selves and ascend to the 5th and 7th dimensional frequencies. He's a metaphysician.
Metaphysician.
Yeah, metaphysician, that's the name. He does astronumerology, crystal and energy healer also, and he's building a website at the moment. So he's going to share that website with us once he joins us. Okay. So yeah, we got Abdoulie joining us in the next 10 minutes or so. So what's been happening in the news today? Helicopter crash.
Oh yeah, the helicopter crash in the Vauxhall thing. But there's like a deeper meaning to that apparently, according to one of our friends.
Okay, here comes the conspiracies, eh?
Shall I read it?
Okay, go on.
Okay, let me get it up in it. But like, in local news, apparently there was like a big attack on East Park Road on a restaurant, Mogul Door Bar.
Oh yeah, about 20 to 40 people or something like that.
Yeah, but 3 people are in critical condition, according to my mum, who works at the Royal.
Okay.
And one's in like real critical condition apparently.
Okay.
But yeah, there's that.
Wow.
So I wonder what that's about.
Wow. I've read it in the newspaper today, actually.
But all over, like, you know how Leicester is, there's so many like rumours, like some people are saying it's gang related, some people are saying it's EDL related.
Okay.
So yeah. Alright, apparently the helicopter crash is, according to conspiracy theorists, it is a false flag attack, Olympic ritual link. Interesting.
Okay.
Right, so let's break it down. The helicopter crash was the 16th of the 1st, 2013. So basically that's 16 plus 1 plus 6 equals 1616 equals 77. 1 St. George Wharf on 9 Elms Lane, 2 died, 11 injured, 211, 52 floors. Okay. So here is the link. Shakespeare's work were all over the Olympics held in Stratford. William Shakespeare was born Stratford upon Avon. He dies 23rd of April 1616, aged 52. 52 floors. 7. But his birth, which is basically 7, the number 7, 5 plus equals 7. But his birthday is observed 23rd of April, St. George's Day, St. George's Wharf Tower, Wandsworth Road, Wednesday, W equals 23, to be continued.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll have to look into that a bit further.
Yeah, we'll have to chat, we'll have to chat to her too.
Well, apparently, I heard that no one saw a helicopter.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So that's another thing.
Okay.
I have to look into.
Conspiracy theorist.
We could have a field day, innit?
Yeah.
But other news around the world, I mean, I hope the 11 who were injured will get better, and condolences to the families of the people who died, and we do hope that the 11 who are injured do get better. Syria, there's a lot of things going on in Syria at the moment. There's a humanitarian disaster. Say that there's over 2 million people who are in poverty there.
Okay.
And that's a conservative figure as well. So I mean that is something else to look into and to ponder on while we eat our food and, buy our clothes and buy unnecessary items that we don't really need. Same in Israel and the Palestinians. Apparently, Israel are using control of birth registry and ID cards to control Gaza population.
Well, they would, wouldn't they?
It says here on therealnews.com, without an Israeli-approved ID card, Palestinians cannot cross into Gaza, which, according to Human Rights Watch, has separated families, caused people to lose jobs and educational opportunities, barred people from entering the Palestinian territories, and trapped others inside them.
Aren't these people sick? They're sick in the brain.
Yeah.
Seriously. They don't want to go there because I personally think a lot of these people are ritualistic. I mean, I talked about this on a previous show where, the Gaza massacres happened on They started on November 13th and 14th. And what was that again? It was a significant...
It was a planetary conjunction.
I think it was a planetary alignment.
Yeah.
Or was it the solar eclipse?
Something like that, actually.
It was the solar eclipse, I think.
Was it the lunar eclipse, was it?
Solar.
Was it a solar one?
Yeah. Yeah.
We still haven't looked into that, have we? I think we should, because you did mention that on Sunday.
Yeah, I did. I'll look into it.
What have you been doing since then?
Staying in the house, innit? It's cold, snow.
Okay.
And also planning International Women's Day.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to talk about that a bit more before we go to a break and bring Abdoulie.
Yeah, basically in Leicester we want to hold an International Women's Day event. We did it last year, didn't we? And it was a success. Even though we only had 6 weeks to plan it, and the stupid reptilian queen came and visited Leicester for her Jubilee thing. But it still was alright. Yeah, people rather came and see us than see her.
So we're actually looking for a venue for that, aren't we?
Yeah, so...
There's a few options we have in mind, and we are looking for support, organisational support, and financial support, as well as moral support as usual. That'd be so helpful. Because everything that we do from our own pockets, really.
Indeed.
We don't ask for anything from anyone. So, yeah. But yeah, today's topic is love and forgiveness, and quite an interesting topic because, as I put on my status earlier, about love and about forgiveness in particular, you can't have love without forgiveness, and that is even if you're the perpetrator or the one or the victim of something going wrong. That person who has done something wrong to the other person, that person has to learn to forgive himself or herself for doing wrong to that person, and vice versa. So forgiveness is a vital key to love and to ascend to a high level of consciousness. As I talked about before, this ascension, I mean, people talked about 2012 ascension and so forth. In my view, what ascension actually means is ascending through the chakras, so crucifying the lower chakras and ascending to the higher chakras, from the fourth chakra, which is the doorway to the soul, to the fifth, to the higher dimensions and so forth. So this is what we are here to do. We are here to become Christ-like as human beings, and we can only do that if we learn to forgive each other and ourselves.
There's a quote, isn't it?
Yeah.
I forgive to live and live to forgive.
Oh, that's a nice quote.
I heard it from MC Justice.
Okay, that's a nice quote. And that's the key, though, isn't it? The bottom line is, we do have to learn to forgive. Yeah? And Abdoulie will be coming on shortly to talk about it. But first, we're going to go to a short music break, and we're going to get him on. Yeah? Okay.
Lord, help me. Lord, help me. Lord, help me. Lord, help me.
Yo, first of all, I haven't talked to you in a long time. I know you told me there was never a wrong time, but somewhere along the way, I stopped taking time out to pray, but I realized a A family will say your prayers for me. I gotta say thanks for them, they cared for me. There's some folks out there struggling with no support system. I know that it's rough for them. Somebody just got laid off out of the blue. The house note ain't paid off, the rent's due. And there's children somewhere that's been through abuse, either physical or mental. There's so many issues, it's hard to get a clear view. I hope when they listen to me, they hear you at least a little bit. Cause sometimes all you need is a little inspiration to proceed through. Please.
Less fortunate, hoping to stay healthy, sticking with family closer than Velcro. It's been a long road full of lost souls who lost hope. A lot of folk got duped by the okie doke. Nobody's perfect, nope, not even the Pope. My parents working to stay away from broke still. When for real, they should be retired from twerking at 9 to 5 to provide for 3 children. I'm feeling I gotta get something back still. Nice house in the hills, till then I ain't there gon' chill. On the streets, a whole lot of blood spills over beef that's usually about $1 bill, but it's bullshit, perpetrated, no love. Some of us is calling it self-hatred, and honestly that's what it is. From the grown folks to the little kids, Lord please help us to handle our biz. I've been amongst thieves and I've stole. I've fallen enough for 10 men tenfold. How can I blame those that took the same road, had similar goals? If you curse them, curse me, I suppose. If you will help them, help me from the cold. Heaven help us all, the confused, the lost, the wars, the waters we've crossed, and everything across the board is yours, Lord. If not for your mercy, I realize there will be worse things if I'm worthy. You heard me, but not another soul. Took time to look under the clothes, look past my past. Took time to give a little time, and still I need a little more time,
Everything we drop, we make it rock Enough bounce for the shakes, moving up to relax. Perfect balance if you ask. I can beat her in a flash. What a function at? Whether a club or a kickback. Posted with my niggas bit, looking for some cents. No nickels, no 7 pennies, maybe 8. I'm looking for a 10. Where should the hump begin? On the quest for a fine one. To get with the tribe. Close, no cigar, still time flies. MC search for a chick who wanted it third base. Didn't find a damn thing, still good vibes on my face.
Everything we do, we make it hot so you get down and dance tonight. That's right, yeah. Everything we drop, we make it rock so you get your hands up tonight. That's right.
Everything we do is hot, hot. And if it's not, then we stop. But you like the feeling, so we rock. Won't stop till we drop. Everything we do is hot. And if it's not, then we stop. But I got the feeling that you liking it. So get down, get up, and get high with it.
Welcome back, guys. We're gonna
Hi.
get in Abdoulie now. So do you want to
What?
chat in it?
About? Yeah, no, do you like love?
I do love.
Oh, okay. Do you like forgive?
I do forgive, yes.
So would you forgive me that I used, like, MC Justice's... I used your soap on MC Justice's hair?
I forgive you.
Yeah, just a small short story. On Sunday, I washed one of our friends' hair in Norman's bath, and I used Norman's soap. And then Norman came in today, and he's like, "Did you use my soap this on Sunday?" And I was just like, "Yeah." And he goes, "You left hair on it." And he thought it was like a different kind of hair.
Okay. All right.
I just thought I'd share that piece of information.
Armpit hair, yeah.
Yeah, that. No, it wasn't. It was just hair, normal hair on your head. But yeah. So yeah, thank you for forgiving me.
It's okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Forgiveness is key.
It's a good soap though. It's from, I'm gonna push this,
Yeah.
Blissful Union, Naga Bliss from London. So check it out. Is it
What's the website?
www.blissfulunion, but blissful is spelled with a Y, so BLYSSFUL union.co.uk. Yes, check it out. She's got some great natural products for everyone to use. Oh.
Hello, Abdoulie?
Yes, sir.
Yay! It sounds clear.
Oh my
Yes,
god, that's
hello.
better.
We thought we were never going to talk to you,
It's
Abdoulie.
echoing again. It's echoing again.
But it's echoing on your side.
It's not echoing this side.
No.
No.
That works fine for me.
Okay, so that's fine. Okay, I can carry on, yeah?
Yeah. Is it echoing on your side?
Yeah, it's echoing on my side, sir.
Right, okay. Do you think you can still cope with it? Sorry.
You know,
It's a bit selfish.
You know one thing whoa. What's that?
Are the aliens coming to get you? You've been invaded.
Question now.
Oh my god.
This is.
No, but do you know what? So there's been times when me, you, and Mary Jane have a three-way conversation.
You know, brothers, we will defeat this because all it is the divine energy that's working. It's so powerful.
For real.
And it's blissful.
He's having trouble that side, isn't he?
It's blissful to know that there is another counteracting force which we would walk with the same love to conquer.
I think you've turned your mic up too much, maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll try anything possible.
We must apologise to the viewers and audience. I'm really sorry.
You lot must be catching jokes.
In it. Innervibe in the raw.
It's about love. It's about life.
Exactly. This is just realness, man. No rehearsals.
I don't think we've ever rehearsed, have we?
No, we don't do rehearsals.
No.
Have you turned your mic down?
Yes, I have.
Are you still getting feedback your end?
Yes.
Okay. I wonder what it is.
Yes.
Do you think you can continue, or is it going to annoy you a
The
bit?
message that needs to come across will certainly come across. I
Yeah.
have, for a short period of time, listened to the divine being sitting there, talking about love in various aspects of their perceptions and belief.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming from one direction and one direction alone, which is the direction of the oneness, which is the spreading of that all that there is.
That's right.
And all that there is emanate from the divine creator, whatever you term that to be, whether you call it nature, whether you call it the universe, God, your higher self, the angels, they all exist, but there is one truth, what we need to perhaps focus on in terms of love.
You're having problems there, aren't you, Abdoulie?
Yeah, I'm listening to myself echoing. That's why.
I take it you don't like the sound of your own voice. I love the sound of your voice, so you can...
I will keep carrying on. And,
Yeah.
But I think I always start with a divine message, which is a form of a prayer. And it's for the brotherhood. So out of this one, thou God hast found all the race of men by the great law, all to their God source again. Take away hate, by love abate all mankind's vicious intent. So thy great power, every hour of love and compassion, God sent.
Mm-hmm.
I am. Divine love sending forth the wonderful feeling of true divine healing, unguents of light, now sealing all the schisms of men. Stop the division by God's creation. Love is the hollow law key, ultimate peace. Make all wars cease. Let the children of men now go free. Stop mankind's friction. All predictions bear in blessed heart from heart. By God's intention, produce now perfection in thy great family.
Wow. That's nice.
It is beautiful to know that love can set us free. It has been spoken by many men before, and today it has been repeated by those beings sitting out there. Love is the key because it's through the breath of love that creation occurred. It is the breath of mercy which translates into the harmonizing of your being with happiness and joy with all that there is from within. Now, therefore, we have every single responsibility to give this powerful love honor. We need to nurture it, we need to nurture it, we need to treasure it, and harbor everything that is to do with that particular part of our being. Why? Because it is connected to your ascension, to your divinity, to your awakening, to your consciousness, to achieving happiness, to achieving enlightenment, to achieving wholeness. If you want a good relationship, if you want flow of abundance, money, if you want peace to flow within your life, if you are that which really resonate with the light and have the love for being a joyful person, whatever joy means to you, then love is the center of your life. Love should be the center of your focus, of actions, of thoughts, of all you do. We expand on this. Now, if you look at love, we have in this very modern generation, as they probably put it, there is a lot of tarnishing around the word love because it is more projected around the relationship of a man and a woman, or a family man to a father to a son, a mother to a daughter, or relatives or friends, you know.
That's right.
Well, love is much more than that, brother. And love is, it's actually, that is the tip of the iceberg. Love is the opening gate to connect to the highest realm possible.
That's right.
Because if you love who is existing within you, the divine indwelling intelligence that creates, that exists, and that is all that there is, then you can reach out to that divine creator. And that's the highest realm. That's the highest dimension. So you are not in any way, shape, or form in a position to manipulate life and project yourself in a harmonizing way, balanced, and reach the source without this tool called love. You can harness a lot of information, you can harness a lot of knowledge, you can be very, very powerful in your spiritual abilities. But if you were to be told that this would have been your final stage of achievement, given that you injected love into your being, then you would have seen how small of power you have actually possessed without love. Now, in our domain, in terms of consciousness, the topic that we are tuning in today, we did mention 3 aspects of love. The center, which is the love itself, the either side of love, which is forgiveness and gratitude. Now, I did also say that we were going to go on a short meditation to tune into your heart so that we can bring this forward. Now, before we can tune into forgiving, we need to understand, but much more know what forgiveness is. Imagine your heart being the center of the universe. And being the center of the universe, you conduct. You are the conductor, the receptor, the distributor of all that exists. So anyone that dies, or anything that dies, anything that lives, or anything that suffers or enjoys is from that center. And you are in control. That's the heart's job in your whole being. Because the brain that runs the soul does nothing without the heart actually giving you that connection with the electromagnetic field which it resonates with. It is also in resonance with the platform of creation of harmony and balance, where Mahat or love came from. We have. I'm sure I'm hearing myself and it's echoing. So
yeah, I know. I can tell that you're having a few difficulties there, Abdoulie. Because it's going to be. I say what we'll do. We're going to go to a break and then we're going to try on the phone to see if we can get it through the phone. Because I can tell that you're having a hell of a lot of difficulties. Because when we were getting feedback here, it wasn't very comfortable at all. So I hear what you're saying. So let's try again. We're going to go to a break now, yeah? And then we'll come back and we'll try on the phone this next time, okay? Is that okay?
Greetings, brothers. I think we are good now.
Okay. Oh, all right. I can see you.
You can see
Right.
me clear, and I'm no longer crying. You can be on video. Everything will be good.
Okay,
Everything's
fantastic.
alright. It was meant to be. Divine light is blessing and is showering us. So
Awesome.
let's enjoy the show. You can have a break if you want a break, but we
Oh,
can.
we don't need a break. We're cool now. Just as long as you can, you can't
Right.
hear yourself. If you get what I mean.
Right.
We're cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blessed being.
Mhm.
There was work needing to be done, and it's done, and
Mhm.
now we're online. So good and clear. There is a lot of knowing to do in terms of the self, the heart, which is the center of the self. If imagined and visualized as the center of the universe, it gives you a greater sense of responsibility. You're positioning yourself in the place of God, which God is the only rightful higher for. Therefore, she created you for being a vehicle through whom He manifests His multiple beauties and bounties, and He multiplies His abilities. Now, you being that treasured, chosen being, as a vehicle, as a divine temple, sacred being, to be that transmitter of message, transmitter of energy of the one creator, have to look at what love got to do with it. Because if you don't treasure that which exists within yourself, if you don't treasure this which exists around you, then certainly there is a very difficult issue with giving that back to the person who might have hurt you, let alone to the person who have intended to shoot you. So you gotta bring back to who you are first in order to understand what love can be, then know yourself in order to live what love is. When you do that, forgiveness can be easier. Gratitude will be part of your living.
That's right.
And with gratitude, everything is in abundance.
That's right. Okay. Forgiveness is it can be a very touchy subject because there's lots of people out there who don't forgive, but they will claim that they love. Like someone, I'm going to go to an extreme. Someone who has been raped, or a family member who has been murdered. Now, they will find it difficult. The victim, the relative of the victim, will find it difficult to forgive the perpetrator. Now, are you saying here that because we're talking about ascension at the same time, aren't we? And because forgiveness equals gratitude, which equals love, and to ascend, my idea of ascension is ascending through the chakras, as we talked about earlier on, and we have to be in a place of love to do that. So these people who have been the victims of these heinous acts and crimes, are we now saying that they will find it more difficult to ascend even though they are not the perpetrators?
Absolutely the opposite. There are two aspects to your question. Now, one is you have the symbolic meaning of the reason for their going through the raping scenario or the raping experience. The other one is the analytical aspect of their psychological makeup as a result of this trauma,
Mm-hmm.
which is a residual outcome of that experience which carries on. Because obviously that memory is stored in and eventually will be based on that in your DNA, and you will not ever forget that. What you can do is to look at it from a symbolic point of view. And yes, you can be very hurt you can be very disturbed. It can actually mean wrecking your life.
Mm-hmm.
There are experiences that when you go through them, there are only reasons that you must go through this, because the divine creator again is the only manifesto of your being here. Therefore, going through certain experiences must mean that he have a challenge for you that you were well prepared for before you actually came to this world. You have been aware of a very, very concrete arrangement, agreement, contract, as you may call it. Call it a cosmic arrangement, a cosmic contract. But this is why you were created.
Yeah.
Now, from a very low point of view, you might think, how cruel can that sound? Somebody's been raped, somebody's been murdered. How can you forgive them? You are not forgiving, you are not condoning the act. Forgiveness do not mean condoning the act of the individual. Absolutely not. What it means is freeing yourself from that negative entity that can hold you and chew you up for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Now, how important are you to let that minute aspect of drama to create a mechanism that will destroy that temple that we've just described, that divine being that you can be, that highest of creative energy that is representing the creator on this planet that you can be. Yes, it could have been rape, very, very bad act. It is very cruel. The reasons behind those, you as an individual from a very low point of view will argue, very much so, that this is very hurtful. Therefore, I must counteract this act with divine love. The issue is, how do we forgive? How do we forgive? And the forgiveness must be accompanied by knowing. You must know why this happened to you. I'll give you an example. There is a lady, a woman, she's a very brilliant author, very popular one actually, called Louise Hayes. The question that you ask.
From Hay House Productions, yeah?
That's correct.
Well, I was going to mention actually.
This woman was raped, and your question just answered. Her situation is a very good answer.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to get into that many examples outside this. I just wanted to have it raw.
Yeah.
You know, and just make it very unconventional. And if you feel me going deep into the spiritual side, bring me back. But I have audience who are listening who are more spiritual, so don't worry.
Okay, but it was important that question was asked, because forgiveness isn't an easy thing, especially, as I said, for someone who's been raped or a member of their family has been murdered and so forth. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's for people to have a more of a clearer understanding of forgiving, I think it's important. And Louise Hay was a perfect example. Do you know what I'm saying? And Caroline Miss as well. I mean, obviously you know about Caroline Miss, who's connected to Louise Hay. She talks about forgiveness in depth also.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, in terms of some of the experiences we have, at this point in time, one would have to look at it more mainly from these two aspects. The physical program nature of our being, which is very analytical and very what we call sympathy, which I don't know where the word comes from. It actually kills the ability to create and co-create and heal and self-heal. Yeah. Because what we are attuned to is that we cannot do anything for ourselves if we're not trained to do it. We cannot be a doctor if we don't go to university and study medicine. You cannot be a mechanic if you don't. These are the limits, the limiting beliefs that created our society. And so we've been programmed in such a way that to actually come out of this norm, you have to reprogram yourself.
Yeah.
You have to deprogram that and reprogram yourself. And in doing so, having that ability to forgive do help a lot. A lot of our current generation have gone through sufferings. And this suffering is very traumatic. Now, rape might be a very serious act, but imagine someone coming with a gun and finding a family member of about 10 and killing every one of them, but not by blood, killing them, maybe chopping them one at a time in the presence of the other. That sounds really, really nasty. And these acts happen every day. Now, why do we need to understand that forgiveness is important, yet gratitude is also very important? One should cover forgiveness by knowing that we are temple beings. We are greatest of great, that we do not need anything within this beauty of ours to put any darkness or any darkness. So therefore, whatever is attracted to me, I must have created it. The divine didn't create you without love. You were breath of love. Kun, it became. Be, it be. It came out of the thought form, out of the sound, out of the light. That could only resonate the need for creation. You cannot need something without having an attachment to that need. Therefore, love is the attunement to that attachment, is the connection to your existence, to all that exists. If you don't understand love, you cannot understand why the dog needs to be supported when they're walking with a dog legless. You cannot feel the need to pick that plant up and support it because there is no connection. It's not about the person next to you. Let's go beyond these things. Let's go beyond the drama of relationship love and all that. You cannot love anyone if you don't inject that in yourself. And you cannot love yourself if you don't really know who you are. And who you are is really a complex, divine, interdimensional being. You could be defined in many, many ways, and yet you fit all ways, except one, that the divine himself is the only carrier of that. But he embeds himself in you. So guess what? You are a full package. You attracted the rape. Sorry. You attracted the poverty. You attracted the illness. Brothers and sisters, it doesn't mean you gotta be, oh my God, how could I have attracted accident and no money? I didn't. Yeah, you did. Whether it was a conscious stage or unconscious state of being, at some level you did.
Okay.
You do not need to blame yourself. But one point is very important to just add to that quickly is that never you think, then therefore I have to blame myself for that.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Okay. At this point, I think Rosalind wants to say something, and maybe the other guys as well, because this is very important. What you've just said is so important.
That is why I am coming to it.
Yeah, and a lot of people need to realise, because I get what you're saying, because obviously I've listened to Louise Hay and Caroline Miss over the years, and I understand the keys to love, which of course is forgiveness, no matter what has happened in your life, whether it's been rape, murder, or any other heinous crimes. I think Rosalind wanted to say something.
So, Abdoulie,
Yes.
I caught the end of that. So basically, you're saying in a sense that stuff like this, like bad things that happen in our life, whether it be rape or whether it be money problems or anything like that, we actually attract those problems?
Absolutely.
Okay. Could you expand on that a bit more?
Yes, sure. Because it's a very interesting area in terms of how we attract these things to ourselves. It is the thought forms that we have. Now, remember, we came to this world in my belief that we've been coming in many times to master the lessons that we came to master. And if we don't, then we come back in what way, one form or the other. That's my belief. And the reality is, whether you believe in that or not, you have in you inbuilt mechanisms to profoundly achieve whatever it is that you want. At any point, if you don't achieve this, it's most definitely something that is created from within. And that's why I said that you don't have any reason to blame yourself for it, because you are not aware of why these creations are happening and where it's coming from. It is the knowing that really heals the problem
Okay.
or the issue. So it is about you knowing the thought forms. What are you thinking? If I ask you right now that the thought forms that you're thinking that you have, would you really want that to manifest this very instant? Are you comfortable with that?
No.
Yeah?
Mhm.
This is why we need to check ourselves, because we can be, as I'm talking to you,
Yeah.
I am listening to myself, but I could be thinking about maybe, how can I make £10,000 by, doing something, selling drugs or whatever. Something is created within this brain that is constantly bringing and manufacturing energy.
Okay.
Energy is transformed into many ways. So when you think about anything, it's in the making. You are sending an energy format to the cosmic and the universal sort of manufacturing catalog or shopping, whatever. You're doing a shopping, if you like. I want to express it in your language, right? In a language that you can understand it.
Yeah.
If you have any sort of thought form, what you're doing is basically you are doing shopping. You're ticking your boxes. You have a list of items that you want to buy, and you're just ticking them. Now, only that at this stage, you're doing it very unconsciously. But each one of them is being marked, and it will be ordered, and it will be delivered, one way or the other. Maybe most of them can be in this lifetime. Most of them can be on other lifetimes. And this is why love, again, is very, very, very important in order to achieve. You don't have to be a spiritual person. Spirituality doesn't mean holiness, talking sakra, and no, spirituality is living your divinity.
Yeah.
What that means is that if you want to be a musician, you're going to be the best musician that you can ever be. But you're going to heal hearts in this world and beyond, that money alone would not be your focus. That fame alone will not be your focus. But the divine creative energy that is embedded in you, which is most likely the purpose why you are here, is being fulfilled. You're giving joy to this world. If you're a model, you're supposed to manifest the beauties and bounties of this creator. Doesn't mean you gotta sell your soul. Doesn't mean you have to expose parts of yourself that is enticing to negative energies. These are the things that love can create in your heart. You institute love within yourself first. And you've mentioned, I heard you personally mention unconditional love. If you have unconditional love for yourself first, that means every thought form is positive.
Yeah.
Because that is you knowing now that what I'm sending to the universe, what I'm sending to Allah, what I'm sending to Jesus, what I'm sending to Muhammad, what I'm sending to whatever God you believe in, Krishna or Ganesha or Buddha, whoever divine creative energy that you resonate with, they resonate with love. Buddha reached Buddhist state of where he is in our planet now. He conquered that unconditional love to compassionate love, which we are not even thinking about yet.
Yeah.
A lot of us are not even resonating with unconditional love, let alone compassionate. But that's the level we need to reach. A level where you know that there can never be any anger in your heart. In the midst of the greatest challenge, peace and peace and peace only flow. That's the temple that you're building. That is the ascension process that you're supposed to initiate, so you can think with light, you can move with the speed of light. The dimensions have shifted. You have to shift with it. The earth is calling for your harmony. Your love for this planet is so much more to see and give and to feel than just to think about on a daily basis of where am I supposed to get my bills paid, my rent, my food, my holiday money. These are tools. It is not our focus. It is not the reason why we're here. We have to have them because they are resources that will accompany our journey. But we have to be we have to be the divine temple, that clean being who loves the person who is inside, but who loves the divine being inside. You have to nurture your child self inside you, and you have to nurture your divine being inside you. This is all when you resonate with having the opportunity of looking back at yourself. Let go of the noises, the rushes, the rat race. Let go for a moment and just sit back and just relax. At this point, you can actually get into a meditation with me where we will tune into the heart and bring in love. First, we will forgive. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm getting ready.
Okay? Let's take deep breath. As long as you feel comfortable, breathe as much air, taking as much air as you possibly can, and release it slowly and gently. I want you to focus on your breathing. Your heart is filled with air, spirit. Air brings your life, force to your surroundings. Breathe in and feel the air coming in. And the passage through which the air goes and how you breathe it out. Feel each stage of the breathing. Feel your lower abdomens as you breathe in. I want you to slightly pull in your abdomen, which is when you want to step away. Part of the organ. It's not your anus, it's just the femur, which is between the anus and the other sexual organ. Pull it in slightly gently as you breathe in. And release it slowly. Now we're going to first of all thank Mother Earth. In your mind's eye, wherever goes from you, thank the planet, thank Mother Earth, Lord of the Cat, thank It's just going all the way up. Your thighs are filled with white light. All your thighs are now relaxed. It's chilling. It's beautiful, healing white light from the mother earth that is so loving. And it's moving up and feeling all your sexual area, your root chakra, going all the way to the tail bone and intensifying that white light. More white light into any tension you might feel in any part of your body. Intensify this white light. And you go all the way up now, feeling your livers. This is where the hammer is done. Clean that liver. Totally all the anger that's ever been stored in that liver. Imagine dark spots just washing out of your liver, being transmuted into the light. And the entire organ is filled with light. That's the center of forgiveness. There is so much power in forgiveness. But when it's cleansed, feel much better. Forgiveness can be much more obvious. Cleanse that organ, move to the kidney, all the toxins, lingering negative energy vibrating around your kidneys be cleansed totally with this radiant white light. Hold this light, intensify the light, and let it glow. Let it heal you. You are an angel inside. This is love space. This is you connecting to the highest energy of this planet. And you are creating the healing within every cell of your body. Yes, you are a divine being. You are loved. And you are so much more loving. Move this white light, intensify it, and go all the way. Feeling all your intestines, your spleen, all aspects of your back of your spine. Feeling intensify white light, just moving off gently, no rush, just take your time because it's healing every part of your body. It's healing is so important. The pancreas is cleansed, well, so now relaxed, it's beautifully harmonizing with the heart, the spleen. The heart is now receiving this beautiful intensified white light. Leave this white light, just feel the heart area. Let every single negative thought that was thought in the form of anger, negative projection, illusions they are, get rid of them. Don't attack your heart. Let the light cleanse that heart and transmute all the negative energies into positive, pure love. Now leave that white light in the heart area and bring in the cosmic, soft, pink light. Try and visualize this pink light at least a couple of inches above your head before it gets straight into your crown. But it's also in a heart shape, and the bottom of the heart is pouring beautiful, radiant, nice, glowing pink light into your crown chakra, feeling the entire skull, entire brain, your frontal lobe is covered with the pink light. Glowing, soft, pink light is covering the frontal lobe of your brain, covering the midbrain area, the frontal lobe, the parietal lobes, and the temporal lobe, the sides of your head, the back of your head. It's all filled with this beautiful
never had a
Thank you.
meditation on air.
Before.
That's nice. That was nice.
Okay. So beautiful, beautiful. Pink is very, very important to know its importance, because I remember one day I was wearing a jacket, and inside the jacket there was a pink collar, and a brother pulled out the jacket and said, "Oh, let me step aside." I'm like, "Why?" Because it's kind of connected to gay. I'm like, okay. What we say ignorance, again, wasn't an insult, but that's how I felt that was created there.
Yeah.
He ignored the opportunity to know, yeah? But the pink resonates with unconditional love. And if you look at the gay and bisexual organization, especially the Leicester one, you'll see that their logo is the chakra colors.
Yeah, rainbow color.
Yeah? It's the chakra colors, but rainbow doesn't tell us the story. When we resonate with love, there is so much more we can feel. There is a lot of necessity or a lot of knowing to do around forgiveness. You are not forgiving the person who did you wrong because you want to be a good person. You are not forgiving the errors that you make because you just want to be a good person. It is just a negative energy that if you were to physically see a handful of fire in your hand, fire, and you see water, and you had a choice to choose to dip your hands in one of them consciously in a physical form, you will not choose the fire. And that is how forgiveness is. If you choose not to forgive, you are choosing to harbor that which is burning every cell of your body eventually, because cancer is through resentment, and that is for lack of forgiveness. Heart attacks, 99.9% of it is because the individual has never given the opportunity to cleanse that heart. There is an impurity, there is an unhappiness state of being in that heart for it to be, arrested in a way of, in one way of, or another. And like I said earlier, we're responsible for everything that happens to us. So I, being one, having gone through what Caroline Myers might call archetypal, archetypal guidance angels or archetypal wounding, you have to feel it in order to actually learn the lessons, master the lesson, be able to teach it. You have to go through the process. Now, I can remember as far back as possible that I was born in Islam, as you know, and Islam is a religion that don't allow you to do a lot of things, and all those restrictions for me were necessary for me to ask the questions that were asked for me to be where I am, of course, today. But if there were no restrictions, I wouldn't have perhaps asked the questions. And I'm saying that because the importance of forgiving, it cannot be overemphasized. When I was going to learn these lessons, this Dara and Islamic studies and the Quran, I was beaten left, right, center for no reason. And I know I was beaten for no reason because I didn't do anything wrong. But there was a power play that was supposed to be, if you're young, someone is bigger than you, then you share in the same Dara. When you finish Dara, they must beat you up because they ask you to bring something for them. I mean, all these things. I've gone through many other experiences, even beyond maybe rape that you just said. These are things that you cannot go through, and the reason why we have to go surpass the so-called dramatic love and feelings, and these are the delusions or the illusions that the system created for you to be pitying yourself, to lose your power. Your power is not to feel sorry. Your power is to heal the problem. You are not a victim. You are a co-creator. So what are you there, sitting there saying, feeling sorry for, when you know that the act is already happened? What is important now is the ability that you have within you to get rid of that which you don't want. Therefore, don't harbor that which comes from somebody else. This person came and had the mentality to come and deceive me or rob me or rape me. That's them. But I attracted this act, so I have to check myself. Not to blame, not to even feel bad about it in that way, that I am responsible in that way. No, I am responsible because one part of me knew that I was going to do this, one part of me has thought about it. But now what is important is that I have to reflect on the fact that if I take on board this case and even fight this person and through court case and be jailed or whatever punishment might come, every punishment came with a guilt or comes with guilt, and guilt causes pain. So you see, the chain of lack of forgiveness is ever so important that if you cut it from the beginning and just forgive yourself first for even harboring this energy in the first place, then the downline chain of effects would be minimized or may not happen at all. But most of the things that we come across, we have karmic root debts that we already know we came to actually get rid of. Why would you put extra karma on that? Why would you put another extra burden to this light being that you already 3D'd anyway, i.e. you are already 3-dimensioned already. You are so heavy that, there is so much love out there that it wants to change that frequency for you, supporting you to change the frequency. Swing with the flow, man. You've been given the opportunity. It's a beautiful opportunity. The least you can do is lack the love for yourself to forgive. Don't condone the other person's act. That's their act. If you can teach them a lesson, if you can talk to them and give them more positive loving for them to change the energy that's vibrating, then it's even more healing for you. But the least you can do is to know that no man did not cause me pain, because no man is an evil person, because no man just personally hate me. No. This being was sent to me to teach me a lesson that I could have never ever learned from any university or institution, a lesson that money cannot buy or pay for. Therefore, I thank you, Norman, for raping me, because this was the opportunity I needed to master my divinity. Now you have to listen from a very high level to hear me talk like this. To hear these words in a way that I want you to hear it. I want you to institute it in your heart that there is nothing, absolutely no act out there that should be so painful that is bigger than your divinity. There is nothing out there that should kill that spiritual power that vibrates within your liberty, that you can change this world with a heartbeat. There shouldn't be any pain that should rob that away from you. You're so great, so much, much bigger than that. And so don't let anything or anyone take that away from you.
And this is why, I've said on previous occasions to many people about not throwing the baby out with the bathwater, like the Holy Scriptures, because even Jesus said in John, I can't remember the actual chapter, that we will do greater works than he. And that is so profound, because what he's saying is that we are the body of Christ also, and that's what we are here to become. And I don't know, keep going on about society or the power elite, but all this has been manipulated on purpose so people don't reach their true divinity. And this is probably one of the most difficult messages. Even though it may seem simple, it's one of the most difficult messages to get out there to the masses, because a lot of us are living in fear, and when you have fear, there's no room for love. And that's why this message is so important for people to really understand and understand. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad you mentioned Louise Hay earlier on, because I do recommend that to people.
Recommend it too.
Yeah, Louise Hay publications, definitely. Yeah. Especially Caroline Miss, because she has some powerful things to say in books, even YouTube videos if people can't afford the books, and even yourself, because you've got a book out yourself, haven't you, or some sort of program.
It's a program that can take you through a conscious journey, where it's not only about spiritually. It's a spiritual platform, but it's for what you want to achieve. The aim of the program is to take you through the different stages of consciousness and living your divinity. That way, along the way, you will have to have all that you need, all the resources you require, and every blockage that should come your way, you will be in a position to deal with it. Program is a full package. It's been published this year. And I'm proud to say that it's a life-changing program. It has different elements to it. It uses sound technology, it uses crystallology, it uses light technology, a lot of meditation techniques in it. But more importantly, it's powerful enough for you to realize that once you set yourself into the divine flow of things, those obstructions would be emitted. I just want to touch on the issue of the elites. I think we've for the last, I think I was about 2001, 2002-ish, or I started talking to many people. But way back, I've been about 87, 88, I come across this issue about the elites and all that. Now, anyway, the reason why I want to talk about it quickly is that please let's put that as a very, very minute aspect of the actual distraction, because the elites are not powerful. You gave them power.
We give them the power, that's right.
There are divine orders, there are spiritual orders that are in charge. They are not in conflict with each other. There are those who are responsible for chaos, and there are those who are responsible for peace. You are on the side of peace. Don't talk to, talk about, talk with, talk for that which you don't want, which is not peace. And that is the distraction. They want you to talk about them. They want you to acknowledge their presence. They're not hiding, but they want you to distract your ability to focus in yourself. That's why, again, it's important. YouTube is out there, and the internet is a powerful source of knowledge or information, but it's very distracting. So my foremost suggestion for anyone using information is to first be able to resonate with the person that is giving this information. Now, if you resonate with that, it's just their information. Abdoulie is not telling you something that you must go and say, this is my life, that's it. I am just sharing with you my truth, and I want you to take that as information. Digest this information, dwell on the information, like I'll quote from the Quran saying that, it's the word for the wise man. These words are for the wise man, for those who ponder, those who reflect, and those who think. Take this information, ponder on it, reflect on it, and think. That's meditation. Once you do that, you can know whether this is a junk or actual information that I can work with. You're not supposed to stop there either. It's then become a belief. Work with this belief. Test the waters. Make it work. If it doesn't work for you, doesn't really have that meaning, doesn't give you peace, because your nature at the end of the day is peace. Amen. That's where that's your nature.
That's right.
So, So if it doesn't resonate with you in a peaceful way, ditch it. There is always you knowing deep inside if you resonate with something. It's not coming. Please don't use your intellect. It's so imprisoning. It just tells you to calculate and intellectualize. You might as well just go to university and try to be a professor. But if you want to be whoever you want to be and have everything you want, think from the other side of your brain and get inside the middle of it, so you can connect direct. Yeah, it's very important. So again, going back to the topic of love and gratitude. Gratitude is the other aspect before we finish. I understand we finish at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quickly, gratitude cannot be overemphasized, because gratitude is the key to actually maintaining your connection with that divine love. So you have to give thanks to yourself for acknowledging yourself. Have to give thanks to yourself for choosing to come and support whatever changes is happening on this planet, because that is why you're here. You have to thank yourself for everything that you have and don't have. Have to thank yourself for everything that you don't want because you don't want it. But also you have to thank yourself for the only good things that you want that are coming to your life. Everything must be looked at in a positive way. Every act is a lesson. Every lesson draws you a power because it gives you knowledge, and knowledge is power. So let's do a quick gratitude meditation. Is that fitting there?
Yeah. Guys, you up for meditation again? Yeah? Don't fall asleep.
For it, guys? Yes or no?
Yeah, that's definitely a yes. Just hold on 1 second.
What's up?
Get some heat up in
Okay, we're having a break then.
No, carry on, Abdoulie.
We can have a break if you want.
No, carry on. We want to meditate.
Okay.
Do you need a wee though? Continue.
Yeah, continue, Abdoulie.
Okay.
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay, this meditation is gonna be mainly to support our ability of not only forgiving, but also accepting that which is given to us. We have to open up to receiving. It's not only about being loving to yourself and sending love. You have to be really open to receiving the love back. A lot of us don't understand the importance of receiving. You cannot just give and not receive. Neither can you just receive and not give. So the flow of abundance is about giving and taking. I have this opportunity to work with few guys out there who are very powerful, and one of them is Anthony Robbins. And I first heard of this definition of life, that life is a very precious gift, and it has given us the opportunity, the privilege, the opportunity, but more important, the responsibility to give something back by becoming more. So being gratitude giving person means that you are actually opening up to the horizon of abundance. So let's keep in ourselves again and be in that state of that space that we created earlier, and just take 3 deep breaths as you close your eyes. I want you to just focus now on your heart. Your physical heart first, the heart chakra. And the difference is the chakra is actually the etheric, is in your etheric body. And the heart is physical, so you can feel the physical heart. But I want us to feel the etheric heart as well. We start with the physical heart, fine tune the physical heart, and bring in all the loving breath into your heart. that energy flow. And take your time when you're ready. And gently open your eyes. But before you do, please let's give thanks. This is the gratitude level of our existence, and we say thank you. Thank you for our lives. Thank you. I will say it, personalizing it, so you can say it in your mind and say it in your as your person. So I will say, I am. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my happiness, and thank you for my divine existence. I thank you so much, Divine Creator, for giving me the opportunity that I am. Thank you for the experiences, the lessons that I've learned that has made me who I am today. Now, thank you very much for making me the divine expressive being through which you express your consciousness in me and through me. Thank you. Thank you for every opportunity that you have blessed me or showered me with. Thank you for the showerings of blessing that I'm giving to the world and the world at large from inside out. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to love this person, to love this animal, to love these beings, to love all that I know and all that I don't know, and call only love, nothing more. I now plant seeds of gratitude, knowing and believing that they will bloom to the goodness of the divine glory. I thank you for all that you've given me, all that I remember, and all that you yet to give me, and for all that I forgot to thank you for. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am light. I am glowing light. This prayer is from Ascended Master Khotumi, and it was channeled through by the beautiful lady prophet who was connected to many Ascended Masters. So I'll just pray this quickly, and I will let you guys be at peace forevermore. You say it as I say it, because you are the light that resonates with this. Yes? This day I am light, all days I am light. I am light, glowing light, radiating light, intensified light. God consumes my darkness, transpainting it into the light. I am this day. I am light, a focus of the central sun, glowing and flowing through. Through this being is a fountain, a crystal river of light, a living fountain of light that I am never, and human can never qualify, thought or feel. This light I am an outpost of the divine, and such darkness has used me, is been swallowed up by the mighty river of this light. So I am light. I am light. I live light. I live light. I am light's purest dimension. I am light's intensified, most purest intention as well. I am light, floating the world everywhere I go, moving and blessing, strengthening and conveying the purpose of the kingdom of heaven, which is peace, love, light, divinity. Thank you, brother, for inviting me to this show.
Namaste,
I'm
bro.
expressively honored, and everyone who's listening, I am very grateful for your presence. It didn't start the way it was supposed to, because it started the way it's supposed to go. It wasn't planned the way it came, because the divine has the better plan. So it could only happen this way. So I'm truly honored. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on the show, for sure. Before you do go, your program is called Spiritual Wisdom, Enlightenment and Transformation Program, yeah?
That's correct.
Empowerment and Manifestation of 2013, or 2013, as Rosalind Blue would say. Where can people get hold of that
Information.
Yeah.
Yes. It's mostly in my email. You can. The program actually is very flexible because of to enhance accessibility. So you can have it by Skype, for instance. It's also come in different packages. There is a one-to-one. It can be on Skype, like I said, but there are other items that are also that accompanies the program. It's in different stages. What it is for the person to basically have a need, where they want what they want, where they want to go, from where they are. So it's a combination of coaching, mentoring, and counseling from a spiritual perspective. Now, you can access this information. Like I said, I was rushing today to get the website up and running today, but I would just have the emails come through for now to request for if you want the program, the full package, or just the information, and I can send you the whole information package on the program. And the email address to send it to is Bambalye. That's BAMBALYE for echo. 2002 at yahoo.co.uk.
Okay.
You can also, get in touch with me via Skype, which is Abdoulie.Bittaye #1. Abdoulie is ABDOULIE .BITTAYE, the #1, the creator, all that there is, oneness. And you can tune in to, also you can get in touch via my Facebook. It's Abdoulie Jimbah Bittaye. At the moment, those are the contacts. There's a telephone number I would like to give as well. But I want to come to Leicester and launch the program, guess what?
Okay.
So that will be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also get in touch on 0755 245 0597.
Okay.
0755 245 0597. I am so grateful. There's much more to share. I hope the information matched intention, because intention was and is and will continue to be penetrate the human hearts with love, with ability to ascend, with ability to regain and reclaim our powers, our divinity, so that we can manifest that which we need to manifest, want to manifest, desire and desire to manifest.
Most def.
That's my whole intention, and I hope it served that purpose. And if there was anything that was misunderstood, missaid, that's because the lower self is still at play. We beg your pardon for that, but the intent was pure from the heart to connect you to love so you can heal. Because once you heal, your third eye can open.
That's right.
See the cosmic energies flowing. It's so beautiful right now, and so let's flow with love. That's the first step. Get rid of the junk, forgive. It's not about the other person, it's about you. Bring love, give thanks, open up to receiving. So many things can happen.
For real. So, before you go, you mentioned that you want to launch the program here in Leicester, yeah?
Yes.
Well, I'm happy to assist you with that. Well, we're happy to assist you with that for sure. So just let us know when and where, okay? And we'll get to work.
You know, the reason why I'm launching it in Leicester is that you, no one Perrin, invited me to Leicester to do a talk.
That's right, yeah.
And
that was at the Music Cafe for Truth Juice, yeah.
Juice. then met a friend of yours who asked me if I could teach him.
Okay.
Now, the friend, you probably know, you know the friend, obviously. We're on air. But anyway, you know the friend. And this was blissful because knowing that I have so much to give, every one of us do have a lot more than we think.
Yeah.
We live up to that, right?
Oh, Steph.
The opportunity to be recognized was one, but that wasn't my forte. It's not about the fame. It is about what is injected into the heart, that which is received and be beneficial to the recipient.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that was the source of the program. That's when he asked me if I could, and I said, yes, I can, and I will. And so the program is now completed. He will be the first student free of charge for the, he's a manifestive energy. And, many other ones will be manifestive energies as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there will be the forces that will show that this program works.
Mm-hmm.
It can work as fast as you want it to work. It can work as slow as you want it to work.
Yeah.
Say, for instance, you have money problem. You have relationship issues. You have issues with sexuality. You have issues, whatever it is, you can heal it.
Mm-hmm.
The information that you need to tune in to heal it, that's the only thing we are providing to you.
Yeah.
Although that's the only thing we're providing to you, is the key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let's harmonize that, and I'm open for support in the lifting of the spirit, in the lifting of awakening and the consciousness. So again, it's been blissful.
Most def.
Yes.
We've got a young guy who came to the studio today, and the name of the radio station is S-Ence Radio. It's funny. This is so funny because he thought it was seance. And it looks like we've been doing a seance tonight on the show. So it's been a bit of a coincidence sort of thing, isn't it? So yeah, it's been really nice. I think everyone's at peace in here tonight. I just feel the energy of peace up in here, so it's really nice. I'd like to thank you for that very much, Abdoulie.
Yes, I must just quickly acknowledge my first Facebook friends, because I can't believe that all of these people have been just hitting me with this information. Thank you so much. I'm blessed. Mm-hmm. I'm blessed with the information. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdoulie, for coming on the show, definitely.
Thank you, Madam Blue, and I give love and light to all that showers around you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hotep family. Okay. Okay. Wow. I feel so much love. Yeah. So nice, isn't it? So nice.
I got unlimited love projecting out of my heart.
Okay.
Not that I didn't anyway, but
yeah. Awesome show. Awesome. But you guys didn't expect the meditation, did you?
No,
I was surprised, eh? Yeah.
It's been great.
Yeah, it sounds, isn't it? Yeah.
It really has.
Most definitely. Yeah, definitely. don't need to burn the mood in that. Trust me to lower the tone, eh? Okay, we're gonna go through a break and then come back and say ciao, okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the name of the most gracious, most merciful, let her ask in faith, nothing doubting, for she that doubts is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed, everything in this world cursed and lost in our forgetfulness. Why do we choose to ignore the obvious in wishful places? If we could awaken, we would truly listen to melodies, they are so divine. Witness life bloom in colors not apparent to our earthly eyes, connected to our earthly lives are but a glimpse to what awaits. So this time I say I'm finally given, rewind, fully living, and the desperate hope of fully dying in a pure state. My only desire but to forgive and stay. My only hope that you would do the same. Our only mercy that the most gracious would remember our name, and with of guides is guiding us, and with the firmness of this very step, and with our certainty of death, we know that this is the most intimate caress, a kiss from the inside out, so close to truth we are now, strangers to doubt, and now on the road into triumph or defeat, we throw our hands up in victory. This race nearer to me than the arteries in my heart beating in my chest. We are filled with the most gracious very breath, and finally, you will kiss the truth just by kissing me. Your love, loving you, and I will kiss the truth just by kissing me. I will witness my love, loving you. We will kiss the truth just by kissing us. Witness our love, loving us in all and from beneath us, soul's satisfaction. Wait in atmospheres, change of atmospheres.
That was Dayla with Liza. What's her name? Huh? Liza Gaza. Is that her name? Okay, and that was called Change of Atmosphere. That's like my favourite poem. And we used to play that. That used to be our cut-off song, cut-off tune on the shows. But obviously now, like, no one wants to play that anymore because we've overplayed it. And yeah, these lot get annoyed when I overplay it as well. But anyway, that's that's one of my favourite poems. Yeah, that was well, if you've just tuned in now, you're late. But we we had Abdoulie Bittaye talking with us, and we were discussing love and forgiveness. So yeah, definitely. And we did we did 2 meditations with him, and I'm definitely feeling the love, and I'm feeling very peaceful. I'm feeling gratitude, definitely, to the universe. So it is definitely it's definitely confirmed everything that I needed confirming, especially over the past few weeks. So it was from the divine that this was meant to happen, that Abdoulie was meant to come on the show and talk about all these things. So everything happens for a reason. So thank you, Abdoulie.
Is that it?
No, I'm passing the mic in it so we can...
Okay. Do you guys want to say the one last thing before
No, just give thanks. Thank you, Abdoulie. I bless him. Thank you very much.
Same here, just give thanks, and it was a very peaceful and enlightening show, so many thanks to you, Abdoulie. And hopefully we'll hear him speak again, so I'm sure Norman will be sorting that out very soon, so yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for bringing the balance, because I was just talking to Norman. The past 2 shows have been quite not calm. So this was a nice calm show. This is what we needed, balance, isn't it? Yeah. It's all about balance, definitely. Yes, but anyway, for a few news updates, we are organising International Women's Day. We're going to be, hopefully the venue should be booked by the end of this week. So anyone interested in getting involved, contact me via Facebook or via Twitter. Or if you got my number, you can contact me then. I'm not going to put my number on blast on radio, though. Yeah, my Twitter's... Oh, yeah, follow all our Twitters. So basically, we've got... Okay, listen. Right, if you want to contact me about International Women's Day, follow my Twitter at roslynblue, ROSLYNBLU. And then also... we have a Twitter for our campaign, which is the Sexual and Consumer Exploitation in Mainstream Music and Media campaign. And the Twitter is at SCEM1, so at SCEMM1. And then another Twitter is, for the Innervibe Show, is at Innervibe Show.
Do we have one for the show?
Yeah.
Do we use it?
Yeah, I use it.
Okay.
I've been tweeting. I've learned how to put 2 Twitters onto my phone.
Ooh.
So I get, anyway. So that's INNERVIBE show, SHOW. So follow us on Twitter. And S-Ence Radio's got a Twitter too. I don't think we use that though. And I know it's Sense Radio.
Okay. Not Seance.
Not Seance, no. But yeah, and also, if you want to listen to previous shows, check out our YouTube, which is Skidan for real. SKIDAN number 4 real. And please don't flag any of our videos because someone on YouTube, flagged one of our videos when we were talking about music and misogyny.
Yeah, it wasn't that one.
Which one?
It was the one, the last show.
Which one was that one then?
Yeah,
What's wrong with our world? Okay, what is wrong with our world? Was that on Sunday? Yeah, our show on Sunday. Someone flagged it, so the video got deleted. I don't know why they flagged it. There was no reason for them to flag it. But oh well, such is life. And if anyone flags our videos again, our whole YouTube account will get shut down. So please don't do that. Please. We're trying to spread some knowledge here. We're trying to spread some truth and people want to shut us down.
That's the devil at work.
If you were the flagger, contact me, please. No, seriously, if you're the flagger, contact me, please, and tell me why you flagged it. There you go. Actually, anyway.
Yes, anyway. Right, I want to leave you with this quote. It's by Henry Ward Beecher. I can forgive, but I cannot forget is only another way of saying I will not forgive. Forgiveness ought to be like a cancelled note, torn in two and burnt up, so that it can never be shown against another person. And that's by Henry Ward Beecher. Not sure who he is, but nice quote anyway. I'd like to thank all the listeners for tuning in this evening. Abdoulie once again, and hopefully we can have him on the show again. He's got so much knowledge. We did a beautiful presentation at the Music Cafe a few months ago on metaphysics, so hopefully next time we can have him on and talk about that a bit more. Just want to leave you, and Sunday, who we got on the show Sunday? Who we got on the show Sunday?
I don't know, you tell me.
I'm not sure actually. We'll have to check that one out, innit? And we'll post it up on Facebook and that anyway. So, yeah. So have a blessed evening. Love and wholeness to all the family, to all the friends, to all the associates, even to all the enemies.
Yeah, seriously.
No doubt.
You lot need to learn love and forgiveness.
Forgive.
Forgive. I forgive you, flagger.
Yeah, I forgive it, definitely. No doubt.
I
no
forgive
doubt.
you.
No
Just tell
doubt.
me why you flagged the video.
Can you read the quote? Forget it. Okay, family. Love and light, yeah?
Alright, hold tight,
Okay.
hold tight.
Shit ain't changed. I'm just speaking out loud so everybody in the world can feel my pain. I'm a product of my environment. Stone cold bloody. No government names spoken here. It's all anonymous. This is the place where people fronting. The place where talent is born. Where you tell them that they'll never amount to nothing. This is the place where people bluffing. This is the place that had to live to turn nothing into something. I'm a product of my home. A product of my poems. A vessel driven only by the hatred of this world. I'm a product of my actions. Actually, my actions are product of me. I just said it and flipped it backwards. Welcome to the street. My cowards roam free. You play the game to see which life is really worth ending. It don't add up and it don't make sense. Cause everybody hurts. People should learn the term of mending. I hope you get the message that I'm sending. Here for peace, not the patronize, it's condescending. Welcome to the place where raid is pending. The place where the phantom was born. The place where yes, it's all offending. Meaning that the gutter is the bottom, the abyss. It doesn't get any lower than this. I'm trying to bounce back to the fist. Check the power of the fist. Like, yeah, we on the front line. Gorillas in the midst. Welcome to the land of frozen optimists. Happy is dormant and only cruel shit is popping this. People are expected to fail. Now it's monotonous. This life is diminished. So I'm headed in dark like opposites. I'm sick. Got too much phlegm in my esophagus. Living to be a martyr and not worried about what tomorrow is. People are frail. Not concerned with opposition. Here it's only I King, the Garberville position. I told you it was critical. Now they're on a mission.